Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we are going to deal with a poem written by Saint Kabir. And the title of this poem is It is Needless to Ask of a Saint. Let's see, first of all, an introduction of this poem. Kabir was an Indian mystic poet who lived during the 15th century in what is now Uttar Pradesh. So, what is a mystic poet stands for? Mystic means a person who spent his whole life for developing his own spirit. And the second meaning of this word is like this: someone who attempts to be united with God through prayers. So he was an Indian mystic poet who lived during the 15th century in Uttar Pradesh. There are many legends about his life. So first of all, what legend stands for? Legends means old stories that may or may not be true. So such stories have been created, developed by his followers after his death. So legends about his life, but little factual evidence to corroborate any of these stories. So there are very less factual evidence are available that corroborate. Corroborate means to support a statement or idea by providing new evidence. So we are not having such evidence which could provide any kind of mystic elements or mystic kind of happening in his life as per the legendary stories are available after his death. So his poetry was sung in the form of couplets, usually known to all of us in the form of Kabir's Doha. So couplets and short verses in the local dialect. In them, Kabir touched upon philosophical and social themes such as religion, the search for God, love, and caste. I am repeating all these four things once again. So he has touched upon these four basic subjects through his dohas, I mean to say short couplets or short verses, and they are as follows. One is religion, second is the search for God, third is love, and the last, fourth one is the caste. His poetry was transmitted orally through popular folk music and culture and began to be written down a couple of centuries after his death. So Kabir's work has remained popular through the years and has been translated by eminent scholars and poets from around the world. So throughout the different writers, I mean to say the writers from different literary sections have also worked on the poems of Saint Kabir. The following poem, as I told you, the title of the poem is It is Needless to Ask of a Saint. This poem has been taken from Songs of Kabir, which was published in 1915, 1915. So 1915, a collection of 100 poems. It was the collection of 100 poems. 100 poems by Kabir. And it was translated by Rabindranath Tagore from regional language to English. So, translated by Rabindranath Tagore, in this particular poem, the poet criticizes the caste system in India. He wonders, the Saint Kabir wonders, if everybody's purpose in life is to seek God, then why? Why do we differentiate on the basis of caste? So it is the basic question which has been raised by Saint Kabir to all the people of India, not simply the India, but to the people throughout the world. Let's see the poem now. It is needless to ask of a saint the caste to which he belongs. For the priest, the warrior, the tradesman, and all the 36 castes alike are seeking for God. It is needless to ask of a saint the caste to which he belongs, for the priest, the warrior, the tradesman, and all the 36 castes alike are seeking for God. But it is folly to ask what the caste of a saint may be. The barber has sought God, the washerwoman and the carpenter, even Rai Das was a seeker after God. The Rishi Swapacha was a tanner by caste. Hindus and Muslims alike have achieved that end. Where remains no mark of distinction. No mark of distinction. Now let's see the poem in detail. So it is needless. It is needless to ask of a saint that caste to which he belongs. It is needless, it is pointless. There is no point to ask to the saint the caste to which he belongs. For the priest, the warrior, and of course the tradesman, and all the 36 castes, means all the people, those who are doing different jobs, different work. Someone is priest, someone is warrior, and someone doing a job of a tradesman. So they belongs to all 36 castes. Alike are seeking for God. Everyone wants to have the God. Everyone wants to seek the God, and everyone wants the God in his life. Then it is needless, it is pointless to ask the such person who wants to seek the God and ask his caste or religion. It is too folly to ask what the caste of a saint may be. It is really a senseless matter of foolishness, or certain idea which has no base of goodness. So it is baseless if you are asking to a saint about his caste or about his religion. But the barber has sought God, the washerwoman and the carpenter, or even the Raidas was the seeker after God. Here, through this line, Saint Kabir has given an example of certain representatives of specific areas in Hindu or in Indian religion. He has cited the examples of a washerwoman and the carpenter. Even the carpenter wants to seek a God as well as good as a washerwoman. And a barber also is there. All these people, barber, washerwoman, carpenter, and even the Raidas, whose job is tanning the what is tanning? Tanning the skin of animal. We use the tanned skin for making belts or shoes. So here, all these people, the washerwoman, carpenter, barber, and the Raidas, means the Ravidas, all these people are a seeker after God. So Rishi Swapacha was a tanner by caste. Here the caste of Rishi Swapacha is a tanner who is doing a job of tanning of a animal's skin. So Hindus and Muslims alike have achieved that end. So everyone who is a seeker of God, all these people have achieved this end in the life. Here end is the word which is giving more explanation about an illusion to becoming one with the God. Everyone after the end is going to be a part of the God. So perhaps also a reference to death, which to Kabir was simply a transition. It is the matter of transition from a physical form to a formless state of union with God. Everyone, those who are the seekers of God, they are going to be a part of the God after their death. Then where remains the no mark of distinction? Then after the death, how can you put the line of distinction between the people and the God? Ultimately, everyone is going to be a part of the God after his or her death. Then there is no one can put the distinction line or the marking line between the God and its seeker. So this is the poem written by Saint Kabir and translated by Rabindranath Tagore into English. And the title of the poem is "It is Needless to Ask of a Saint the caste to which he belongs." So thank you.